So it's early morning next morning. The continental breakfast here was fairly expensive, so I walked next door to the Starbucks, and I could get Starbucks and breakfast for cheaper than you could the continental breakfast here, but for what these things cost, they're still not all that good. They're fine. So we're here, we're getting ready to road trip down to Hoover. It's about 6:45 in the morning. I need to check under the hood real quick and just give the car a quick walk around, and we can start hitting the road. Make sure I got a good SD card in the camera. I'll have to put a bigger one in. So I got a bigger SD card in, and it's working fine now. I don't regret this camera. The only downfall is that it said I can only put up to a 32 gig or mega or whatever, yeah, a 32 gig card in there, so it holds roughly 3 to 4 hours. So if the drive goes any longer, or sometimes when I try to put it into my phone, it just that's part of why yesterday I didn't have as much of the drive as I was like down there, because it just didn't come up. So both the cameras going, the rear facing works well, so I need to check the oil. Well, let's look down here. See what this tells me. Well, the oil's fine. Actually, I rechecked it, and surprisingly, it used a little. So, that's to be expected on trips like this. So I put another half a quart in, and then when I get stopped, I'll check it. It's not surprising with as hot as it's been and all the idling and everything else we've done. So, car's running fine. I've already had it started, so let's get this show on the road. I got these Starbucks. These are egg white and roasted pepper. It's a little pretentious, but it's still better than what was being served in the hotel. Of course, it's still Starbucks, and it could use a lot of salt. So, let's get this show on the road. So as the morning wore on, we took off south out towards Shelbyville. The scenery was really beautiful. Of course, when I got in the town of Shelbyville, I got a little turned around, took a wrong turn, but which is easy to do in Shelbyville. And yep, so I realized I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I was supposed to be turning left, and that didn't happen. So, yep. Hey, there's a curve. Jump, jump. Hooray! And suddenly I'm back on track. So, aside from that little venture, the trip started going, and we started heading south. And it was a beautiful trip. And it would appear another old friend made a return. I'm going to have to get the evap system fixed, but later. Beautiful trip down these roads, unless you do it in a semi. I've done it in a semi in the dark. You miss a lot, and you worry and try not to die. So I'd much rather do it in a car. Beautiful trip. It's a great road. So once we got moving south and into the 2-lane, it turned really nice as we headed down towards Huntsville. Lots of winding turns and just the usual. And I knew I was getting close to Alabama because I started seeing a lot more fireworks signs. I don't know what it is about crossing into Alabama, but Tennessee and Alabama and all that, there's like fireworks everywhere. And then we went past the Space Center, which is pretty cool. I've been there. It's alright. It's worth a trip. And this was a pretty cool bridge, but yeah. So, this is Huntsville. Well, I had to do a gas stop, and if you've noticed, we haven't been on the what do you call it, back roads. We've been on the interstates, and I just got curious to see how many guys were actually taking the interstate. Truthfully, there's quite a few. A lot of guys just want to get there, so we'll see if the air conditioner holds out. It's not promising, but so we stopped here in Dodge City, Alabama. We got fuel up, and so let's get back on the interstate, and I'll see you in Hoover. So we got over to Hoover, and I sped this up a little bit, and it really wasn't that hard to get in. We got there, you know, pretty much when things were starting to kick off, and so that made it a lot better. Getting in was fairly easy. I'm glad I didn't wait like a lot of the guys did, but got in there. We were directed, and got a pretty good parking spot. So, hey. Once I got myself parked, it was neat. Went in, got my credentials checked, and it was all good. We made it in. I've got to go find the place to check in now. This Toyota was really good. I couldn't have the volume because there was copyright music in the back, but this was incredible. This was a Camry. I had it in my other video, but I got a closer look at it. It was really cool. So I thought it was worth a second look. Apparently, this is a legitimate police car. So that's interesting. Another Wichita native. This guy's got a neat little Capri. He's from the south side of town. Really wild car he built. Well, this is definitely colorful. He's got it all colored up. I'm gonna go look at some cars while we wait for the autocross to start. So let's go look at some cars. This apparently is the year of the station wagon. I've never seen this many crammed into such a thing like this. It was crazy. Had a couple of really cool old school Lincolns, and the venue was just, it was pretty good. I liked it. Lots of room. The trucks are making a really strong presence. These old 80 series Ford trucks are especially getting popular now. It's that Datsun from yesterday. That's pretty slick. As per usual, there was lots of Chevelles, a few Darts, which was cool. The Buicks, there was a lot of Buicks, which I thought was really cool. A few A-bodies, too. But there was a lot of the same thing, but there was a lot of unique stuff, which I tried to take as pictures of as much as I could. This was cool. I saw that at the hotel.
And a lot of these old school rides like this were there, so I like that. I talked to the guys that built this. It was a 53 grill, a 51 bed, an S10 chassis, and an S10 cab that weren't on the same truck, and a camper they home built. This Catalina was really cool, and the AMXs were there. There's a few of them, AMXs and Javelins, which was really neat. There's no magazine car. I think I may actually have that issue. There's the 58 from the other day. So, and there was a few SS Holden Chevrolets.
I said he was running his credit card first.
Oh.
By far the hottest it's been, and it's just muggy as all get out. So let's go check out some autocross.
So before it was time to go home, I checked out a few more cars like this NASCAR here, which was pretty cool, and it really was pretty cool. I don't know where it came from, but it's like an autism car. So, yeah, it's for a cause. And I checked out another Lincoln here, which was dropped. This was really cool. And there was something I'd never heard of. I still have no idea what that is. And a beautiful 58 or 59 four-door. And just a few other things out. So, yeah, these were the ones I checked out on the way out. And another wagon. And this was the glitter car from the other day. This thing has got flake for days. And this one was really beautiful too, so, right? So as I'm standing here at my hotel window and the cars are starting to roll in, I got a few takeaways. There's more cars on the other side of the building, trust me on that. Today was more about the drive there. I thought I'd focus more on that because truthfully, as you see, a lot of the cars we've already looked at. Don't get me wrong, a lot of them are beautiful. But this is kind of what I was talking about the other day. When you start getting into these rolling car shows like this, you're going to see the same car, especially the gold and platinum packages. But the multi-days and the long haulers, yes, but there's so many multi-days and guys showing up for just each individual event that the main venue is kind of where you want to be. And as per fashion, I'm finding out, when I left, there was still cars rolling in. And so it was just this constant rotation. So yeah, it was really cool. What do I got else? No, I don't have much else for this today. Like I said, I decided to get on the interstate today and cruise down there. I just was curious. I wanted to see how many guys were doing that, and quite a few. A lot of guys just wanted to get there. So tomorrow, excuse me. Tomorrow we roll out to Pensacola, and it's only 179 miles from here. It's got to be further than that. It might not be. I don't know. Depends if I get shot in Montgomery again. Yeah, I couldn't bring a crew serve weapon on this anyhow. So we head towards Pensacola tomorrow, and I'm gonna do the whole drive as per the official route tomorrow. I'm gonna check that out. So, and then we'll get to Pensacola, and I don't know how long I'll stay in Pensacola. Today was by far the brutalest, humidest day yet. I mean, it was brutal. But tomorrow I'm gonna check out Pensacola, but between you and me, I'm gonna cut the day short. One of my best childhood friends lives down there. I'm gonna spend the day with him after I get done at the car show. But before he gets off work, I'm going to the beach, and I've talked to several other guys that are like, yeah, we're gonna go down there, we're gonna get a ticket stamp, we're leaving, we're going to the beach. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna put a video together for you guys, but I am going to the beach, so I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next video. We'll see you tomorrow.